We're gonna make some nachos, some nacho grandes out of basically styrofoam for the meat. Paper mache, it's basically glue and newspaper for the chips. And some paint and some little, paper for like cilantro, lettuce, whatever. And then we're actually cutting from toilet rolls. We're cutting little jalapeno peppers. One's stuck to this stupid, but you can see it there. Now with this, you mix blue and yellow, primary colors, and you get green, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually color some of these nachos. So I have one pre-made here, and all I'm doing, as you can see, is just coloring them. I already cut them out to like the Dorito type chips size. So you get a chip, right? It really doesn't matter what side you paint on. However, I find it easier to paint on the side that's shiny. That's the side where the glue is still adhered to the newspaper. So I go ahead and then I do that, and then I like to do it on cardboard first. That way I don't make a lot of paint marks on my actual plate. Lift it up tiny and then just lay it. So you'll just do this for a few of them. And I did one sample right there actually, where you guys can see, okay, these are the chips shaped. So this actually just requires a gloss now because it looks really dry now. But once the gloss is on there, it'll look like food again. So the nice thing about this is that the cheese is made with 5 different colors. So the 5 different colors that we use, actually 4, I'm sorry. 4 different colors that we use are yellow, red, white, and brown. And the reason that I use those colors, people be like, why are you putting red inside of cheese? Cheese is yellow. Well, the yellow acrylic paint actually comes out really yellow. And it's unrealistic to the color of cheese sauce. So that's why I use that. But again, the chips don't have to be necessarily perfect as far as, being a perfect triangle, because we all know that when we open a bag of chips, most of them aren't even a triangle because they're crunched down really little, and the bag's usually really big as well. And then they put this very little small amount of chips in it, not ample at all. But some of it can be globbed on, as you can see, because it'll look more like cheese when it's globbed on. And it will dry. Again, it's acrylic, so it usually takes like 12 hours to dry pretty solid. And it all depends on, again, how much cheese you actually put on these nachos. So another example of a perfect size would be like this. So when you're actually cutting the triangles out, a lot of people forget to round the edges a little bit. If nachos were really that sharp, a lot of people would be using little paper cuts, but actually the edges are rounded out. You can even see that a little bit in the So this is a good amount. I'm not going to do the whole plate because I know we're on camera. So once you get your nachos done, you think, I want to put a couple of things. Now what I would do with this, instead of having them all crinkled, I would crinkle them up a little bit more to my liking. I don't want them to look so artificially crinkled because they're crinkled at the same time. Little square box. It looks like. So you can, make it a little bit different, right? Because you don't want the crinkles all to look the same. I think that's enough. Put my nachos right here. And I'm going to put some meat on it, and then I'm going to pour a little bit more cheese on it to make it cheesier. I like my nachos cheesier. But what I'm going to do to get the meat, I'm just going to grab. Now that's steak, so I might grab, this is more ground beef, like barbacoa. I do anything for Salina, right? And so then you just put it on there and wait. I'm going to put a little bit of steak. I don't like too much steak. Usually people don't cook it all the way, and I like mine brown. So I put a little bit more brown, right? It's okay if the meat gets over, other places too. And then I might want to put a little bit more cheese on it, because I like I said again, I like my nachos with some cheese. Okay? So I'm not going to put it everywhere, but I want to make at least the actual chip cheesy, so people can see that, and then they can see, there's a lot of cheese. A lot of people like cheese. Okay, I don't want to feel like you only can put this certain amount of cheese on it or something like that. So then I have these little jalapeno peppers, which I cut from toilet paper roll. Okay? So I take my scissors, and I just cut like a little circle out of here. And then, probably halfway in here right there. Just to cut out a little out, right? Because usually they're like torn apart in my hand. Then I mix blue and yellow together because we all know that blue and yellow make it.
Escucha esa canción, quiero sentir cantar así.
And there you go. Nice nachos, right? One last thing that'll make this perfect. We need sour cream, don't we?
Absolutely.
The quickest and easiest way to make sour cream is just by sprinkling a little bit of oil. There we go. Once that dries,
I don't got no cheese. Wow, you get that camera on my face?
alright. So you take right.
Excellent. Excellent.
So you want to mix it? I need a brush. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna go back.
Okay, just close the door behind you. Take the pass if you need it. On that clipboard.
Hey, I need some paint so I can put whatever that is.
I'm finna post this shit on.
You wanna just- you're doing meat, right?
I'm saying.
In the back. So who knows how to cook here? Me? All right. Who knows?
Going crazy.
So do you guys take wing because you?
Sure. I just snapped. This is A++ right here.
It is. It is. A++.
So let me know if you need sour cream. There's some nice dishes over here if you guys take a look. We'll make spaghetti over here. So we'll probably be adding some more cheese
They
to
snapped on
these.
this spaghetti, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what they did, right? Did it fine. So this shouldn't be the only class that can't
All right.
really. The meat is styrofoam. Some more styrofoam on the table. So we need some more
Chips on the table.
Hey, where that ground beef?
The chips is what
Well, that's shit. I think so. They say you gotta dump it in that shit or something.
Yeah, you gotta dump that styrofoam shit in now. Look at this shit.
Yeah. Who said they need more ground beef?
Oh, we need more chips, right?
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.